How long has it been since we've recorded one of these? It's been a few months, hasn't
Oh gosh, it's been like a year. Oh, sorry. Oh my
it?
God. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Where'd you go?
uh, Josh?
I think I might have just killed the cat. Are
What?
you okay? I didn't mean to. Oh my gosh, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Is your head okay?
How's the
Oh
cat?
my god. Ah, she was like laying on my leg, and I like shifted my leg, and she just fell off and like hit her head on
Oh.
my key on my keyboard. Um, I'm sorry. It was really funny to watch, but like
Yeah.
only because she's okay. She tried to grab for something to stabilize herself, but
Yeah.
she grabbed.
Josh, you are really enjoying this. This cat's suffering.
She's fine though, so it's okay to laugh. But the thing she grabbed at to try and catch herself was the cord for my controller, which proceeded to just fall with her.
Whoa!
Yes. Yes, my roommate's cat sounds like Jerry Seinfeld.
I knew it.
Hello. Hey there. Hiya, kids. How's it going? Greetings and salutations.
Bienvenidos a Weekend Wallow.
Arriba!
That's probably racist, Josh.
Well, first of all, welcome back
Yes.
to the Weekend Wallow,
Welcome back.
Nathan.
Oh, to me.
To you, yeah.
Welcome back.
I mean, to the listeners as well,
Okay.
obviously. But
Not not so much them. Mostly me.
yeah, mostly you.
Yeah. Thank
But
you.
it is good to have you back after, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yesterday I had to get up to go to school, and it just didn't go well.
What? They didn't cancel school because all the snow? Did you look out the window and then run out to the living room and turn on the TV and sit there with bated breath going, oh boy, I hope they canceled my school today. Is that what happened?
No,
No, okay.
that wasn't yet. It didn't snow yesterday. That was like,
Oh yeah, that was a couple
what
days
was that? A couple days ago. But then, yeah, I was like, man, I hope they cancel. But I get text messages for if they cancel anything, so.
Oh, oh yeah, because you go to that super futuristic dystopian school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They just
Those
beam
text
the information.
messages are so futuristic.
They beam the information into my brain. And then I just stay asleep. I'm like, oh, school's canceled? Okay, I'm going to stay asleep.
That would be pretty awesome, actually. Well, I kind of wouldn't. The technology would be interesting, but the fact that they're like invading your dreams is pretty terrifying, I think. So.
Yeah. Could you imagine, like, telemarketers get a hold of your brain waves or however they do?
Oh my god.
Be like popping up some ads.
Wasn't
You'd
there
have
like a
pop-up
movie or maybe a TV show or something where that happened? Something like that happened. Where there was advertising in people's dreams. I feel like there was a movie about that.
Don't know.
Maybe.
There was it? There was one show or movie where ads were like catered personally to you. Like if you were walking past like a subway billboard, it would be like an actual screen, but it would change.
Oh
to,
yeah.
like, I think that was in Psycho Pass, maybe. Or
I feel like I've seen something like that before. I can't think.
it also might have
been.
been in what's it called with Tom Cruise?
Oh yeah, that's what it was. It was Minority Report. That's totally what it was. Has to be. Probably? No. Probably not. So in the past, I've had my bird feeder up, and squirrels are voracious little creatures, and they will do anything imaginable to get to the feeder. So I had it hanging out on the outside of my window, obviously not on the inside because that wouldn't make any sense. And they will jump from the railing of my little porch and like smack their bodies into the window as they're trying to grab the feeder.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll sort of awkwardly hang there with their front legs and try to like get food out of it. Anyway, it gets knocked down all the time. The seed gets spilled all over. It's broken at least one feeder that way. So, finally, I was like, okay, they're gonna get to the feeder no matter what I do. There's literally no way for me to stop them. So, I rigged it up so that it's attached to the railing on my porch.
Mm-hmm.
So my thinking is that they're going to get to it, at least this way they're not going to knock it over, spill all the seed, and break it. But they're so greedy. They sit there, they come up to the feeder, they just like brazenly knock the top off and sit on the feeder, like digging it, stuffing their faces for hours. Like the whole day they're sitting there eating. And it's fine, because squirrels are kind of adorable. But I also wanted to see birds. And with them sitting there all day, it's like no birds come to the feeder. I guess they're afraid of squirrels? I don't know. So anyway, I took that down because I wasn't getting any birds at my bird feeder, just squirrels. So I don't know what I'm going to do. There's no way to stop them.
You should get a separate thing specifically for the squirrels and put that lower.
That was one of the recommendations that I read about, but I was like, I don't want to spend even more money to buy extra food for these stupid squirrels because they're so greedy. But I did actually try. I was reading on how to keep squirrels from eating your birdseed.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no way I can physically block them from getting to the feeder. So one of the recommendations was mixing in ground cayenne pepper with your birdseed. Apparently the birds don't mind it. This is what I've read. I don't know. But the squirrels are like, they really can't stand it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get them. I dumped a whole bunch of pepper in there. I mixed it all up real good. I set it out there. And they didn't seem to mind at all. In fact, I feel like they ate more of it just to spite me. They're like, yeah, we know you put pepper in here. It's hot, but we don't care.
You look out there, there's a squirrel just like staring in the window, crying uncontrollably.
I did, and I have watched them like just sit out there eating all day. After I added the pepper in, they would just, eat like normal. And usually they'll just eat and run away and do whatever squirrels do when they're not eating. But after I added the pepper, they would eat and then do this adorable little mouth wipe thing. Like, oh boy, that's hot. And then they would go about their squirrel business.
You have to cut the railing off so they can't get onto the railing.
No, they can get up. They have no problem getting onto the porch or any part of it. Because there's like a tree on the one side. So they just climb right up and hop right over.
There you go, cut the tree down.
It's, you know what, the neighbor's roof is probably close enough for them to jump. And I bet they would risk it as well. I haven't seen them do that, but I bet they would to get to my feeder.
Oh, this is war, Nathan. You gotta cut the tree down, blow up your neighbor's house.
Whoa.
Um,
Actually, you know what? I don't think anybody lives there at the moment.
there you go.
Hmm.
The perfect opportunity to just blow it up.
It's a bit close to my house, though. So.
Well, you could do a controlled explosion so it only implodes.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, look it up. I'm sure it's online.
I'm not going to look that up. You look it up. I want to end up on some sort of FBI list or something.
Okay, all you need to do is one time put a fake bird feeder out that has an explosive in it. And once that happens, they'll never come back.
Josh, no.
They'll be like, hey, look, a bird feeder. Well, remember what happened to Jimmy when he went to a bird feeder. You don't touch bird feeders, especially at that house. That guy's crazy.
I can't be doing that. I'm not gonna explode a squirrel just to keep it from eating my bird seed. It's a bit extreme.
Yeah, I suppose.
When I first met you, you were a wild and crazy guy. You were like, I ain't never gonna be settling down with no woman. And I was like, you just wait until 3 years from now, Joshua. You sure will. And look who was right. Me.
Only relationship advice I recall from you early on was that if she didn't like Lord of the Rings, that I should karate chop her in the neck.
Oh yeah. Yep. Luckily, she liked it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Didn't have to karate chop anybody. It's a last resort, Josh.
Yeah.
It's terrible advice.
Often use it in awkward social situations when I, freeze up and can't think of what to say.
You just karate chop and move on.
Yeah. Well, I've messed up with this one.
This conversation's gone south.
Yeah.
I could see that being like a Sesame Street musical number. Karate chop and move on. Teaching kids how to be sociable.
It's okay, kids, because there's always more people to talk to. One of these days you'll get it right.
Yeah. You might have to move around a lot, though, because you stay in one place, you'll get the reputation of the karate chopping guy. Nobody will even approach you. We should write our own Sesame Street episode.
Yeah.
I think that's good advice. Karate chop and move on.
Nervous around girls? Karate chop and move on.
It applies to so many scenarios. Man, job interviews. Get out of there. Wham! Move on.
Awkward conversations on the bus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's when somebody with like a petition comes up. Hey, you want to sign my petition for such and such? Out of my way, mister.
Sign this. Jehovah's Witnesses.
You can't really move on. You just have to close the door.
Nope, you gotta move on.
Just leave your house. Never come back. Oh, man. That's tough, but you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Karate chop and move on, as they say.
You'd have to be a drifter. It'd be kind of like that the old TV series Kung Fu.
Oh God, I never
Just-
actually watched that.
No, it's pretty good actually.
Oh yeah.
Well, for a '90s TV series.
So it was awful, is what you're saying.
What? It wasn't '90s, was it? I think we had this discussion once.
About Kung Fu? We've never talked about
Yeah.
Kung
We
Fu.
totally have.
No, we have not.
Oh my, yes we have. I was talking to somebody about it.
Well, it certainly wasn't me.
Like you would know. You can't even remember what we talked about last week.
I can. No, I can't.
Told you.
No, Kung Fu was in like the 70s, wasn't it? Because it had,
Yeah.
what's his face, Carradine in it. I forget.
David Carradine.
David Carradine, that's the one.
It was in the '70s, and I remember that because I was talking about it either to you or somebody else.
Not me.
But and again, I said it was something in the '90s. I don't know why I think it's from the early '90s.
It's probably because that's when you watched it.
Probably.
Josh?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
You were talking about Kung Fu.
Yeah.
What about it?
Oh, he would just like. He was a drifter, and he would
Oh.
go from like place to place, whatever,
Yeah.
and just like help random towns or people solve their problems, and then at the end of every episode, he'd just be like, they'd like ask him to stay, and he'd be like, I must continue on. See? Karate chop and move on.
Oh man, I guess. Huh. That is very similar. We might get sued if we, if we
No,
develop
it's,
our episode.
he didn't
of
just
s-
karate chop people for because he was awkward.
Oh.
He did it to help people.
Oh. Gotcha. That seems like a lot of shows from that era were kind of like that. Like
Yeah.
that Hulk show where he was just like a drifter going around doing stuff, Hulk stuff, and then he
Yeah.
would move on.
Oh man, I watched so much of that. Like, I remember at my grandma's house that was on, and I would watch it every so often there. And then one time there was like a marathon of it. They just played it like all day. I
Ugh,
just like sat there watching it.
man, I can't. That is a terrible show, Josh. I cannot imagine you would sit there watching it for very long.
Oh, I did. Like I watched it all day. Like
Ugh.
I watched so much of it.
Did you ever see the movie? Or I think they made a couple of them. The movie version of that show. I guess it was a special episode or something, but it was movie length.
Might have. I think the first episode is movie length.
Oh yeah, I think it's on my shelf somewhere over there. I have those movies. They're terrible. One of them has, one of them's like the Trial of the Hulk or something, and it has Daredevil in it, and I think he's the Hulk's lawyer. I don't remember. I haven't watched him in a long time. I think one of them has Thor in it.
Oh, I've seen pictures of that on mine.
It's just awful.
Thor looks super cheesy.
Yeah, everything looks super cheesy. What other terrible shows did you watch at your grandmother's house, Josh?
Oh gosh. Well, okay, so we didn't have cable or like TV at all, really, at my house.
What?
So when I'd go there, I would totally just
Sit and watch the Hulk
sit and watch like TV.
all day.
And that was back when like daytime cable a lot of the daytime cable channels showed like classic stuff. You know, like I'm sure there's still some out there, but and then like Cartoon Network was like old cartoons.
Yeah.
Um, but you know, before that was like, well, they had their own back then too, but most of it during the day was like the old like Hanna Barbera stuff like that.
Oh my god. Did you
You know,
watch Thundar the Barbarian?
I don't think so.
That show was so awesome.
I might have at some point, I'm sure, but
Probably.
uh,
Man, that's kind of a similar situation to me. I never had cable growing up either. So, well, my grandma did. So when I went to, stay at her house or whatever, down to the basement, watching like Beavis and Butthead, and, and I remember watching a lot of dirt bike racing. I don't know what what that was all about. That was something I was into, I guess. Mostly because when they crashed, I was like, yes, that was awesome.
yeah, I would watch some like strange um sports things occasionally there too. Like they used to have this one thing. I think it was. I want to say it was called like slam ball or something like that, or something.
Slam ball.
I forget exactly what it
Welcome
was
to the
called.
World Slam Ball Federation.
It was something weird, but it was like basketball,
Yeah.
but the whole court was trampolines.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I
Like,
feel like I
or
watched that as well.
at least a portion of the court was trampolines.
Yeah. Slam ball.
I, I'm probably like 100% wrong on the.
No, that's gotta be right.
I'm gonna Google slam ball and see what comes up.
No, don't even bother. That's definitely what it's gotta be called.
It is slam ball.
Hey!
Sweet.
You were right. Send me a link. I want to see if it's what I'm thinking of as well.
Slam ball top plays on YouTube.
I don't know why slam ball is so funny.
Okay, yeah, it's like
It just sounds like such a 90s slam ball. It's like Gak.
it's
Remember
four
Gak?
four trampolines make up the like right in front of the net.
Oh, okay.
I just remember watching that quite a bit on
All right. I'm gonna take
one
it.
of those random channels.
Yeah. Top plays and slam ball. Oh, geez, they're very rough. Apparently,
Yeah.
this guy just got knocked out. I don't know if I watched this, but this looks like something I would have watched had I known about it. Holy cow! Did
Uh,
that guy break his jaw? It's like his
I don't
whole
know.
jaw is in a bandage. Their team is called the Maulers. This is the most violent sport I've ever seen. Jeepers. Do they still do this, I wonder?
I have no idea.
Probably not. It's probably like way too dangerous or something. Jeez! Oh my god! They definitely don't do this anymore. That guy just got clotheslined. It's like Looney Tunes violence. They're just bouncing all over the place and like slamming each other. Slam ball.
Slam ball held its first major international tournament in China in 2012.
Whoa. It's about time. It's been a long time
Yeah.
coming.
I guess it was an early 2000s thing. I thought it was like a mid 90s thing.
Huh. Well, yeah, then I definitely didn't watch this then.
One of the positions is gunner.
Of course it is.
Slashers, bouncers, hombres, maulers. The hombres used to be called the Diablos, and the maulers used to be called Steel.
Oh, the Maulers is definitely better.
Oh.
They should have had like wheat threshers or I'm trying to think of something really dangerous sounding.
The cat must really trust me because she's back on my lap now.
Oh yeah. Back for more, eh?
I'll teach you. Knock her over again.
Yeah, do it. Throw her in that box of nails that you've got lying around.
It's not nails, it's just small. It's a bunch of small metal buckets.
What? What? Josh, what the hell are you...
I just realized how weird that sounds, like, without any context whatsoever.
Oh, you're being serious.
Yeah.
I thought you were making some sort of really odd joke, which I do not get.
No, like, it's legitly a box of small metal buckets.
Okay, Josh. Well, you have fun with that. I'm gonna go.
We bought them for part of the decorations for the wedding, but they're smaller than we thought, so
Oh yeah.
we've got to send them back.
What is the theme of the wedding? Milk a cow. Give everybody a bucket and they get their own milk.
Yes.
They can only drink what they milk.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
And then at the end, instead of throwing rice, they just pour in the milk. Everybody has a glass of milk, and they just...
That's a waste of milk.
As we walk.
What are you gonna do with all those cows?
Barbecue. That's the after party.
Oh my god. The last milking of Bessie.
See, don't put any part of the animal to waste.
Yeah, I guess so. What about
Then you eat it.
the hooves?
Jello.
What about the eyeballs?
Eyeball stew? I don't know. Which,
What about the butt?
hot dogs. What do you
What?
think hot dogs are made out of, Nathan?
Butts?
Yeah. Yes.
I think you're misinformed.
Well, it's the butts and everything else that they don't want, and they grind it all up, and they feed it to your kids.
Everything that they don't want, along with the butt. What? I sort of spaced out while you were talking there, and I'm just going over the details of what I heard, and I'm trying to make sense of it. Sorry. Yeah, I
All
was. What? Oh, you done? That's it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Alright, well, I guess we're done then. That's it. That's the end of Weekend Wallow as you know it. Will never happen again. Just kidding. Just kidding, we'll be back eventually. We're always back eventually. Just like what's something that's back? It's always back eventually.
Herpes?
I can't work with that because we can't put that in the episode.
Why not? It's a thing that people deal with. Keeps coming back.